Friday, September 11th, 2020. Yeah. And my name is Terry Morgan, and we're here to practice Wudang Qigong. Take another minute. Take a minute. Close your eyes. Now, we have to pay attention to today. And today, I'm going to cover a little bit of what we covered yesterday. A little bit more internal work, a little bit more focus on the internal organs, much less external movement. I am feeling a whole lot better today. My body is not quite there, but I'm not uncomfortable anymore. Yay! And I'm probably going to be able to have some breakfast. I had breakfast and a little bit of lunch yesterday, and it felt better. So there's that. Alright, so my focus yesterday was this idea of internal massage, that we want to use the qi, direct it inward to specific internal organs. Now, that can be, it doesn't have to be specific. I said, we're going to practice this way, and that's what we did. It can be very general, just a kind of a general warmth through all of the internal organs. It can be something that is more focused on the particular channel that supports, this is the channels and meridians from traditional Chinese medicine, the particular channel that supports that particular organ or that organ system. Okay, because the body organs don't exist in isolation. There are parts, and that's why I talked about the GI system, the gastrointestinal system. That's what we're working on. All right, so it's multiple pieces that all work together to do one thing: process food and take it on out. All right. So let's start with extreme emptiness. This is just our basic exercise. Normally we'd start with set 6, which is pushing both directions, yin and yang both appear. I'm changing that just a little bit today. We'll get there. All right, so ladies, right hand on the outside, gentlemen, left hand on the outside. Breathe in, pull up. Lao Gong connects to Lao Gong, extends inside the body. Connect the middle Tan Tien, connect the lower Tan Tien. Focus on the stomach. Pull up. Very gentle. And again, these are very small movements. Outside movement is very small. It's all about working inside. 2 more. Very gentle. Inside is quiet and warm and calm. And come up one more time. And separate. Down along both sides. Pull up through the crown of the head and lower. This idea of, I'm going to turn this away. Here, I should have lower Tantian, centers of both palms connected to each other and to the lower Tantian. As I pull up, remember, come up through the back and down through the front. So as I pull up, I'm coming up along the back. Here's my back, spine, internal organs. So I want to come up along the back of the internal organs. If I'm paying attention to the stomach, it's going to be closer to the top of that. Stomach's up here. It's up a little bit. Stomach, spleen, liver, kidneys, Anatomy. Alright, both hands together. From the lower Tantian, pull up to the middle Tantian. And this just about takes care of the stomach, right here. So as you press down, you're thinking about very, very gently, very, very gently. That slow, gentle movement. Okay? Yeah. I'm petting my cat. I'm comforting a very small infant. I've got a kitten in my hand, very gentle. That kind of energy is, can be extremely healing. Being able to generate it is one thing, right? If you can generate it, then it's healing. If you can't generate it, you can't. So, the first step, right, is that gentle, soft, slow, continuous. Yes, my hands are moving very slowly and softly. Being able to do that takes practice. That slow, soft movement, that slow, going that soft, it takes practice. Once you have that, adding the breath with the movement, then adding the chi. That's not flowing just yet. Adding the mind to help direct the breath, which will bring the chi and the breath together. Let's practice a little bit more. Set 6 that we would normally start with today. Push. Right? And as we do this, you think about a circle. Think about a circle that comes in from behind and comes out and comes back. So there's this little round circle that's going to massage the internal organs. All of them. It goes all the way around. Very gently. Turn on. Very gently. Breathe in. Focus inside. Pay attention to the breath Focus the mind. Connect the movement and the breath. Again, very small movement. That small circle inside. Bring the energy through all the internal organs. Very slow movement, should be continuous, no stopping. But gentle, very soft. Relax and breathe. Up the back and out and in, down the front, up the back, out and in, down the front, up the back, out and in. One more. And down on both sides, pull up through the crown of the head, raise the heels slightly and lower. With my focus on the internal organs this week, is that's what I need to do. I'm going to skip ahead to set 10, shaking the tail feathers. So we're here, turn, up, and turn. Right? With these turns, and I just barely did that and I felt it. Okay? With these turns, the waist moves. So, and just so you can see where my waist is here. This is the waist over here. Right? This all is the casing, if you will, for the internal organs. So as this turns, what should happen inside is, again, that very gentle, I'm going to do this because I'm going to do this very slowly, all right? And it should be very gentle and very slow and open. So as we come here, spread the ribs out from the inside, open from the inside. Make more room for the internal organs. Give them a little space to squish around in there. It'll feel good, trust me. Alright, feet about shoulder width apart. Stand straight. Remember, very slowly, gentle. Everything moves, but very gently. This is your great grandmother's fine china and crystal that has been preserved for 300 years, and you are not going to break it. Breathe in. Relax and breathe out. Slowly, 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 slowly. Easy. Open. And center. Circle. Small circle. Turn left. Small, 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 small. Don't try to make this right now. Don't make this a big movement. Very slowly, very softly. Open. Open more. Open. Relax. Settle. And pull in. Open back. Relax. Keep the spine straight. Natural movement. Very relaxed. And one more time. Last time. Pull up. Press down. Stay there. Breathe. The level level of concentration that you're able to bring to the exercise will give you greater ability to work the exercise more slowly. It seems somewhat contradictory. So you're trying to keep your mind open and empty, and at the same time you're focused on what you're doing and paying attention to things. It's not the linear mind that we want to be using. It's not. It's more holistic mind. That just everything is there. Whatever is necessary can be paid attention to, but it's that sense that it's a sense of not being focused necessarily on that beta wave. This is what I'm going to do, and this is how I'm going to do it, and this is the verbal thing that I go through. And as we go through a verbal thing, we're going to lay things out, and we go through. Okay, this is a busy mind. The empty mind is more, hi, I'm here. So are you. Welcome. 无为，无所谓。There is nothing, and yet there is the potential for everything. This is where we're going. So, as we're practicing, we're going to build that skill, build the ability to toss away all of that noise, to turn it off. You turn it down and then turn it off. All right, there's a point that you can turn it off. So turn it down, turn it off, get rid of the noise. That takes a level of concentration. It seems like, oh no, I'm going to concentrate on doing this. I got to concentrate on doing that. I want to get these details. No, it's a different level of concentration. So as we're practicing, if you're bringing that concentration to bear, there's a lot of energy in that practice. You're putting a lot of your own energy into it. You're bringing so much more to the exercise than if all you're doing is thinking, okay, well, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do that, and I'm going to put this here, and I have to breathe while I'm doing that. Okay? That's not going to work. It's, oh, I need to do this way, in this manner, and I need to breathe while I'm doing it. And I need to bring these other things to bear while I'm doing it. Things that are invisible. You can't see my mind. If I'm fighting, you can see my intent sometimes if I let you. Right? But you can't see my mind. You can't see what I'm asking you to pay attention to. This is one of the difficulties that a lot of Westerners have when we're trying to learn some of these arts, is that unless you know the language, unless you've learned something of the language, the explanations, if I'm getting an explanation in Chinese, right, I may get all of it, I may get 80% of it, I may get 20% of it, depending on what I'm getting an explanation of and who's giving it to me. That's my capability in the language. I could be better. I could give the same explanation in English, and there would be people who would not understand what I was talking about either. So there is that. But the point is that for a lot of these teachings, the core teachings aren't that accessible unless you have skill in the language. So I'm trying a little bit to remedy some of that with these concepts that I'm introducing, because they are concepts that I've studied and paid a lot of attention to. Mind, no mind, empty mind, using the breath, the connections, all of that, with all of these things that we can't see. Now, I've taught in person before COVID, right? And sometimes what I would do is I would ask a student to take my arm, just put your hand right here on my arm, and I can show some things, and they'll feel it, and you'll know. You can't see it, it's video. You can't feel it, it's video. Alright? So, these are things that are more ephemeral, and with Qigong, as well as with Tai Chi, and a lot of our internal work, are fundamental to the art. So, if we'll practice one more set. We'll practice turning palm. If I'm looking at someone to assess their skill, I'm looking at someone in a tournament to give them a score. A lot of what I'm talking about right now is what I'm looking for. And yes, it is possible to see it. You have to know what to look for. You have to understand what to look for. That's something that I teach. So, set 7, I'm going to turn around here. Again, with this on this side, you take the stomach, this side, liver. Okay? Feet about shoulder width apart. Breathe in. Easy. Very easy. Back that inside, look inside. And palms up. Very slowly. And we may just do 3 sets of this. Relax the mind. Movement and the mind are one. Connect the breath. Soft. Think about that circle again. Except instead of front and back, it's around the side to the other side. And one more. Easy. Press down. Pull up through the crown of the head. Raise the heel slightly and lower. Relax. Got a ball. And you can roll that ball. And as you roll it, everything inside and everything outside, everything that it touches, gets that little nice gentle massage. Right? Just that little bit. A little bit here, and a little bit there. Ball. Right? There's a ball. Okay? So, this concept of internal massage is one that is, well, for me, extremely important, and is part of what we do in our practice. This is part of Qigong. This is not, Terry made this up last week and because she wasn't feeling good kind of thing. This is this is part of the art. The Yellow Emperor's Book of Internal Medicine, the classic of traditional Chinese medicine, 3,000-ish years ago, something like that. There's a lot of work in that. There's a lot of good material in that book. It's old. It's old. There's a lot of good material in there. Quite a bit of it conforms to what we have in modern medicine. So it's wasn't that far off. Pretty amazing. I'll be back next week. Feeling better today. I'm going to feel better tomorrow. Next week I'll all be better, I hope. See you then. Thank you for being here.